We're here once again working on the Jedi Temple Guard helmet. This is a commission, kind of finishing and painting for the gentleman that I did the Phase 1 Clone Trooper helmet for, Nick. So yeah, I love my days off. I've been just working on props. I did a little bit of the Mustral puzzle that I'm working on, and now I'm doing this. So this one, and Nick warned me ahead of time, it's, you know, a little more prep work than the last one, and he wasn't lying. There's a little more prep work on this, so I am continuing to basically just get this thing smooth and ready for paint. It's a really cool, he's done a lot of good work on it so far, magneted together, and it is a cool looking bucket, and I just got to get rid of some imperfections. So we're still going on that. I think that's like the third layer of filler primer, and coming in with Bondo glazing spot putty to kind of take out those. What's up, man? What is up? And then final paints are going to be just a Rust-Oleum white and that Rust-Oleum metallic gold as well on there, and then I'll weather this puppy up for him as well. Seal it with a gloss clear to give it that gold, but, you know, pretty shine. Pretty shine. All right, so let's go to town on this. We're going to use some of the cobalt sander as well. This is a 240 that I've got on here. I'll use this for this back piece because it's mostly flat. So let's go to town. And then I'm also using just a hand sand. I got a 220 over here as well. And basically this process that I'm just repeating over and over is to sand this down, rinse it, spray it with filler primer, see where it needs more work, Bondo glazing spot putty, sand it down, lather, rinse, and repeat. There's a nice little chunk right there. Then I'm going to turn into some type of blaster mark or something, because there's no way I'll be able to fill all that in. But I'll get it nice and smooth around it. Sound off if you're here. Love to know you're here. Other than Ike. Everybody knows Ike's here because Ike is on all the lives. love the way these things look when you're sanding them. They get really kind of a cool look to them. But yeah, basically, once you get at this point, you can't really visually look at it and see what needs work. You can kind of feel it when you're sanding, like rubbing your hands over it. But then when you throw the filler primer on it, it'll kind of pop up. Hey, this obviously needs some work. This needs some work. It makes it a little more obvious. And, you know, I encourage everybody to do this themselves, because there is really no, when you get to the painting, there may be a little skill involved. But with this, it really is just manual labor. But it's taking the time to make sure you get this stuff done pre, because once you start painting, you can't fix any imperfections. So you want to make sure these imperfections are fixed before you start painting. There you go. Looking better. It's pretty much ready for a rinsing. Oh, all right, so pull this out again for just the big bulk stuff. And then back to the hand. Hand paper, sandpaper. right. A little more. Almost ready for rinsing.
Rates gone up to?
All right, almost ready for another layer of filler primer. So again, going back forth between filler primer and Bondo glazing spot putty, sanding in between until we get this thing ready to paint. This is a very cool, full Jedi Temple Guard helmet. All right, so that's gonna be it for today, y'all. We'll take a break, rinse this off, and then probably do some other spray paint later on for some filler primer, just to add another layer. But stay tuned for progress shots. Probably got another week or so left of working on this, then I can get to paint. So, as always, I'm Darth Rage. This is Darth Rage Reviews, your source for the Force.